This is 3 Chapters, a brand new game from Amigo. So this special video will break down how we teach the game, using the How to Play video to talk about how to teach the game and the choices we made along the way. Let's begin. Players use characters from classic fairy tales and stories to score points. We always like to tell players how to succeed in the game at the beginning and at the end of the demonstration. Here, we want to introduce the idea that points are how you win, even if you don't know how to get them yet. The 3 chapters of the title refer to the 3 parts of the game. During the first chapter, you'll draw 8 cards and start building a hand of cards by keeping one and passing the other cards to the player to the left. We often like to mention in passing at this point that characters from the same story tend to work together. So like all the Snow White and Seven Dwarf characters or all the Alice in Wonderland characters. Sometimes it can be hard to know which cards go together during your first play, but suggest that cards from the same story work well together as a basic strategy tip. Keep doing this until you've built a hand of 7 cards. We strongly recommend that players do not pick up passed cards until all players have passed. It keeps someone from adding extra cards in their hand or messing up the passed card count. Discard the last card that you didn't choose. In Chapter 2, you'll play a trick-taking game using the cards that you've just claimed. Cards have a value between 1 and 50. The highest value card will win the trick. Cards also have 1 or more attributes describing the kind of character that they are, and most have a card effect. This will give you some points if you meet the condition described. The cards from 46 to 50 don't have card effects, so they're not good cards for this part of the demonstration. The highest card played in the trick will earn a star, worth 2 points at the end of the game. But other cards may also earn points depending on their card effects and the other cards in the trick. This card, for example, gets a gem for each pickaxe symbol played with it. Some cards have effects that only apply in chapters 2 or 3. During this phase, touch and score each card in the order played and state whether it scores or not. It gets players in the rhythm to check each effect every trick, and it helps to emphasize the difference between, for example, X for each Y, X for each other Y, and if there is at least one X, get Y. At the end of each trick, keep the card you played, so that at the end of Chapter 2, you have all the cards that you chose in Chapter 1. Keep these cards face up and to the side, so that they don't get confused with the cards that are yet to be played. Which brings us to Chapter 3. Score the card effects for all the cards you claimed in Chapter 1. Score each effect based on the other cards in your hand. We suggest you line them up in a row, with cards that have no card effects to the left, then place the scoring chips above each card as you score them. Then slide your cards out of the way and add up the score. Experienced players can do this simultaneously. At the end of the game, score 2 points for each star, 1 point for each heart, and a point for every 2 green gems you collected. The player with the most gems gets an additional 4 gems. Don't forget to mention the 4 bonus gems early in the demo so that you don't surprise players with it at the end. The player with the most points wins. And that's 3 chapters, available now from Amigo Games. A few more notes. There are special rules for 2 and 3 players, so always try to teach it with 4 or more players if possible. As a demo game, you can use the regular rules with 3 players, although you won't get to see as many cards without the special rules. There's one more strategy tip we like to mention early in the demo. While you're drafting cards, players will see a bit over half of the cards in the game, which is good information to use during the trick-taking portion. Perhaps you didn't get both Tweedledee and Tweedledum, but if you think one of them is in someone else's hand, you might hang on to yours until someone plays it in a trick. We hope that this helps you get 3 chapters to the table, and that your first game will go smoothly. Enjoy the game!